Welcome back, folks. Now I have Erin from Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea joining me here this morning. Thank you, Erin.
Thanks for having me. Oh, I'm doing really well. It is fall now.
It's fall. We're kind of definitely in that period where one week it's
hot,
cold, and the next week it's hot, and
Yep.
the next week it's cold.
I'm just going by the leaves.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I'm also going by my son in the back of the car who goes, "Mom, I knew it. It is fall."
It is fall. You can start to smell it. Like sometimes in the morning I'll just go out onto my deck and be like,
the decomposing
like
leaves just a little bit.
And speaking of fall,
yes.
And now in previous visits that you've come by, we started to talk about the pumpkin spice latte and yummy, delicious beverages, which you brought for me this morning.
I brought you our pumpkin spice latte. It's made with our homemade pumpkin syrup, which means we are phasing out the lavender syrup. So if you were in love with lavender syrup over the summer, you got to come in the next few days here before we will stop making that until next summer. So we're gonna have we have pumpkin going right now, and there's some really fun varieties with it. If you haven't tried like a pumpkin spice chai before, we have a house brew chai, which is unsweetened. So when you add some of that our homemade pumpkin syrup in there, it doesn't get overly sweet.
I really appreciate that. So often I do not get chai at coffee shops and tea shops because they're already sweetened.
They're so sweet.
And they're so sweet. So I love the fact that I can make it to my own sweetness level.
You can, yeah. So we carry Third Street chai as one of our, kind of that main spicy chai that a lot of people are kind of used to. And then we have our house chai, which is unsweetened. And I sometimes will mix those two half and half when I make a chai. Or like I said, if you want to use a pumpkin spice chai, use that house chai, and then it's not quite as it's not adding more sweetness to something that's already sweet. One thing I really liked in a latte the other day that I made was a pumpkin maple latte. Because maple's a really fun fall flavor as well.
It is.
Those who want something, just maybe if they want it a little sweeter, you can do, we call it the pumpkin pie latte, and that's with white chocolate.
Ooh,
so
and then put a little whipped cream on top.
Yeah, just really doll it up.
It's like a good treat after a nice long bike ride or something
Absolutely.
like that. Or before.
Or before. And the running season's amazing right now. I always feel like I'm running on a yellow brick road.
Yeah.
And the aspen leaves are...
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I do have to say, like, tasting this, you just do such a good job with balancing the perfect level of sweetness to make sure that the flavors of the coffee and everything come out. And so
we really geek out on the process of making espresso, that we would hate to just mask all those wonderful flavors that we're getting from our coffee just with extra syrups and add-ons. And so, milk, when you've steamed it to the right temperature, it breaks down and becomes a little naturally sweet. Espresso, and depending on which beans you want to use or from their origin and how it's roasted, that's going to impact its flavor as well. And you want to taste it. Coffee can taste good. You don't have to mask it with vanilla and sugar, although I know that's how I started with my training wheels.
Yeah. When it comes to coffee, I've never liked sweet coffee. There's something about it that just is gross. But again, when you guys do it, it's perfect. Now, besides coffee, you mentioned some chai tea and any other sorts of teas and other beverages for fall time that you might recommend?
We have some really fun teas. We have a cinnamon orange spice black tea that's super good, and we brew all of our teas from loose leaf. And so I kind of compare it to having like a micro brew on tap versus like Keystone Light. Keystone Light would be your tea bag, and then a nice loose leaf would be like a nice microbrew. And so we have some really fun fall flavors with that. Also, we have some great food items. We have breakfast bagel sandwiches, and
they're so good.
Smoothies, and avocado toast.
As Oliver always mentioned.
Well, he usually just eats the avocado, like not the toast, just a whole avocado.
The best part.
Yes.
The best part.
Yeah, and so whether you're just coming in really quick or you're taking it to go, if you're coming in, sit down with us because we have those great rocking chairs. We have outlets all over the place. You can get your work done because I notice that time of year where a lot of people are like, oh, I got to hunker back down to my laptop and
there's always people over there, hunkering over their laptops, getting some work done, having some meetings, or enjoying the back patio.
It's still so lovely out there, especially because the weather this whole week's supposed to be quite nice.
Oh, it's going to feel like summertime again.
It will. You can just sit there and relax and drink your coffee.
Or go for a little stroll along the Blue River, enjoying your coffee.
It's quite a lovely walk. You can go all the way down to the elementary school on that path.
You can.
Yep.
Okay, so also you have some various events that take place kind of on an ongoing basis. How can people find out more?
The best way is to go to our Facebook page to have our calendar, and that's just Facebook.com/Red Buffalo Cafe. You can also come in, we're open 7 days a week, 6:30 to 5. So you can come in, ask us any sort of questions you want to know. We have live music on Saturdays. We just did that last First Friday event. I think there'll be another one coming up in October. We have our library book sale, all sorts of fun stuff going on. So again, just go to our Facebook page. You can like us there. We'll post information going on with if there's any special town events too that people should be aware of. Because I know sometimes it's hard to be like, well, do I follow the town and do I follow this person and this person and this person? If it's Silverthorne related, we do try to share that information on our Facebook page.
Well, it's also like everybody's hanging out in Red Buffalo. You're going to find out.
If you want to meet like friends you haven't seen in a while, or
And lastly, what's the location?
358 Blue River Parkway in Silverthorne, so a quarter mile north of the I-70 Silverthorne Interstate exit.
Okay, well, Erin, thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for the debut of this season's pumpkin latte. Okay, folks, be sure to check out Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea, and also remember to stay tuned. We've got some more information in store for you, as well as that great watch and win, a $25 gift certificate to Joy of Socks, so you can go ahead and get your feet ready for autumn and winter coming up. So stay tuned.